Here we go.
Yay! It says we are live.
Live from quarantine. It's Apogee Insiders Live.
Woohoo! But it's May.
Yeah, yeah.
We made it.
And today's a special day because it's those holidays where it's a special theme. Like we've got some of those for you coming up to help you promote for products. But what's today, Lindsay?
No pants day.
Now I put on pants for this, but I try to honor the holiday.
I did.
I always try to honor the holiday. Yeah.
There have been so many Zoom boo-boos where people have not had on pants.
Yeah. On like national television. So I made sure to, just in case, because you never know what's going to happen.
And I also love the people that had their meeting recorded and somebody did, and then they share the recording.
I think that's a jerk move. I would never do that. I think that violates the borough code.
It does. I like knowing that the Apogee family would not do that.
I would not. I would always protect your rear end from the public. So if you are in the Facebook group, you're watching this live. If you are watching this on YouTube, this is pre-recorded, and we're going to have a drawing for an event that is past. We will continue to have these from time to time, but on YouTube, this is not active for you anymore. If you're on the Facebook group, hey, guess what? We're about to draw a winner. Or actually not a winner because it's not a contest.
Right.
It was a challenge and we're like, yay, we think you're awesome. And one of you is going to get a little reward for being awesome, but it's not a contest.
Yes. So I put a bunch of reminders. So I'm hoping that everybody was able to get their links in, but I don't know how to share my screen.
I do not have that option since I'm the tech.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm just going to.
Oh, okay. On my far left, there are two icons. One is a camera, and below it is like a little thing like this with an arrow coming out of it, pointing up, and that's the share screen.
Okay.
We're figuring it out.
It's telling me I have to install stuff. Okay.
Nah, forget it.
I can't do that.
Nah. Moving on.
More. Okay. I'm just going to put it in here. So I'm going to put in, I've got the spreadsheet. I'm doing random.org. I'm going to generate, and the person who put in the 25th comment is who wins. So I go to, and you have to remove one because that's a thingy dingy. It is Kayla Jacoby, Wild Hearted Gypsy. And it looks like.
What was she promoting? Can we say that?
Vanabelt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay!
You said Kayla?
It is Kayla.
Well,
she's congrats to
Kayla. I know she's been working really hard this month.
Yes, she had a lot, and she was maximizing Instagram too. That particular comment was an actual blog post, but yeah, she's got a couple Instagrammers in here too. I was really impressed at how many people put their newsletters, links to their newsletters.
Yeah,
I'm so excited because that's going to be one of our topics in an upcoming live is how to use your mailing list for affiliate marketing. So I'm super excited about that, but I'm also excited to know that there's a lot of people that are already. So that's awesome. All right, so let me make a note for that. All right, so that's number one. We already talked about May holidays. I'm already getting out of order here. We have so many announcements.
Buckle up, y'all.
Okay, so let's go over May holidays because I want to do that quickly because I will fall down that rabbit hole. So today is No Pants Day. If you don't want to wear pants, today's the day to do it. But there are a lot of really fun holidays, and I actually use a site called Holidays Calendar, where I find things that you can promote, and especially on social, and it kind of stretches you to be a little bit creative and see what the holiday is and how you can make that work for the programs that you are working with. So like for instance, May 2nd is National Fitness Day. We have a couple programs that would go into. Vanabelt would be one of them, just talking about Vanna. Previnex, that's a great one for people who are wanting to be their healthiest self.
They have great supplements and shakes. You should check it out. They've got, if you've not looked at Previnex, take a look. I was very pleased with the selection and quality that they have. Vitamins are very hard to find right now, especially on Amazon. They're slow to ship, and Previnex has some great supplements, including for children.
And they have really great ingredients too.
Yeah, you've actually tried them, right?
Yeah. No. I've tried the vitamins. My girls had the vitamins. I haven't tried the shakes yet, but plan to.
We should do that because lately I've just been fitting this whole pizza in my mouth. So it's time to get back to
Social distance from the fridge.
I need to leave some carbs behind.
May 3rd is National Garden Meditation Day, which is great for serenity. They've got a bunch of stuff for that. I think that will be really popular on Instagram and probably also TikTok. Just saying. Let's see. May the 4th.
Be with you.
Of course. Let's see. I should have written all of these down. I'm just kind of going through here. Of course, we have Cinco de Mayo, which there's a lot of.
It's on Taco Tuesday, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
The universe rewards us at last.
Been waiting this how long? Funny enough, May 6th is International No Diet Day.
Every day is No Diet Day right now.
Okay, whatever. May 6th is National School Nurse Day, which I think will be, we're obviously honoring all of our educators and people that work with our children and stuff like that and appreciating them. That might be fun. Scones would be great for that.
National Barbecue Day.
Barbecue Day.
May is National Barbecue Month, just saying. Yeah, that would be perfect for Grill Masters and for Snake River Farms, which is selling great and is well stocked. A lot of other meat companies are not shipping right now. They can't meet demand. Currently, Snake River Farms is stocked and shipping.
May 9th, National Dog Mom Day. I'm one of those. I'm a dog mom. So that'd be great for True Dog and for Doggy Lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I could keep going, but I will actually, you know what I'll do? I will put all of these in the group and some suggestions for them because we could keep going. Now, obviously, there's also Mother's Day. I was getting there. And we do have some Mother's Day specials, so make sure that you are reading your newsletters for all of those specials that have been coming out. Mm-hmm. It's not too late, especially on social. Yeah. And know that, there's been all these things that are like, dads, gentlemen, there's no homemade gifts coming home this year.
That's right. If you're a father and you've relied on the teachers to help you make the little hand print thing, it's not happening this year. Sorry, it's all you, man. It's all you. It's on you. But I think the secret to Mother's Day is that we buy for ourselves. It's Father's Day is not nearly as big a holiday from what I've seen on the marketing side of it. And it's because it's the moms shopping for the dads, period, for the most part. But Mother's Day, it's everybody shopping for mom and mom herself. When you share on social, look for any current coupon codes in the coupon and deals section of Share a Sale and share those too. Save your readers the click. It incentivizes them to click through and buy because they know they're getting a deal. I impulse bought some paint today because I saw there was a 30% off coupon code. So yeah, it works. I ordered a bracelet today and I let Mike know that he got me a Mother's Day gift. He's good. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, babe. So I'm actually really excited. I feel good about May. I feel like May is going to be a really good month. We have some really great things going on. We have some really good, fun holidays going on. We signed 3 new clients this week. It's crazy, man. Like, oh my gosh, it's fall. I'm a little scared. But we can only tell you about 2 of them but I am actually like super stoked about number 3. Like I'm totally excited about these 2, but number 3, y'all gonna see me light up. But so the first one, Anne. It's Clean Plus, and their website is Clean Hand Sanitizer, and we'll drop the links in. It's Clean with a K, and they are ready to ship hand sanitizer. And people want it. People want that hand sanitizer. I haven't seen it in my grocery store app because I haven't been to the store personally in a month, but it's not at our Target. It's not at the Kroger where I shop. It's hard to find hand sanitizer. And this, you can bulk order hand sanitizer and have it shipped, and they're currently shipping and stocked. Yes, I'm super excited about that one. And also I think that that's great because kind of no matter what your niche is, this is one of those, we're all in this together. Yeah. This is something that we all need. If you have a roundup where you've shared where to buy things that people would normally buy on Amazon, which by the way, it's the golden era for that, get on that. Add this into it. If you are sharing, this is great to share to social just to help out your circle of friends, man, as well as on your, wherever you normally share affiliate deals. Well, and I spoke to
my friend this morning who works in the medical field,
Hmm.
and she is stoked about this because she's like, we all need this. All of her friends are also in the medical field, and she's like, yes, I definitely need this because
And you can buy one or you can buy three, but you can also buy a lot. You can buy
right,
like a case
yeah,
of individual hand sanitizers. I ordered some the day we signed the client. I paid full price and I wanted to see when it shipped. I always like to test things that I can test so I know when I talk to you guys how the shipping is, how the discounts work. Currently, they've just given us some coupon codes today. And
yeah,
so
just within the hour,
if
yeah.
those aren't in the coupon section of Share Sale, they will be shortly.
And I have my Mike's close friend is actually, he owns a medical spa thing. So he's, don't think small on this one. This could be really, really super big, especially right now. The second one is called Hello Tech. And I'm really excited about this. To me, it kind of feels like almost a Geek Squad on wheels kind of thing. And this one, I personally wish we had had last month because I got a Nest for my house, and installing it, I'm pretty techie. I pride myself on being quite techie, and it made me almost want to cuss. It was way more difficult than I anticipated. And then I had my husband and my daughter, and we were all trying to do it. It's like second week of quarantine, like it was the perfect storm. It just,
And I think the thing is, I have a midlife site. I think that's particularly going to be a good niche for this product because aging in place, helping your older parents, setting up or younger. If you're setting up your new first home, if you're making a move and setting up, they will come and they will install anything to do with your smart home, your Nest, your Ring doorbell. They will install or uninstall your flat screen TV, and they're nationwide. And services, I believe, are pre-priced, so you know what you're getting into.
I'm excited because, like my mother calls me, she is all of those jokes about, the Google and how to, whatever. And I'm like, Mom, like she's just so not techie. And we got solar panels. That's how we got the Nest. And so now my parents are interested in it. And they're like, well, if we get a Nest, you'll install it. I'm like, no.
Nope. So my dad's very tech savvy, but he is 84 and he tried to install his own Ring doorbell last year, which he normally could have done, but because his house is brick, he had to drill through it. So there's this guy in his 80s out there with a drill, and we did it the next time we were up, but he had to wait for us to come up for a holiday. And now I would just call Hello Tech and send them to my dad's house. I would tell him first though, because that would be weird.
More than worth it yeah.
Yeah. So lots of opportunities with these. And then when we've got this third client, and we'll tell you about it as soon as we can. It's fun.
I'm so excited. So excited. So that is May. We're gonna have all that going on. And then if you read the AI newsletter that went out on Tuesday, and soon there will also be a blog post that we're kind of, Greg is writing kind of a restart to 2020. We all had these great aspirations that we were going to do in January, all the beginning of the year type stuff. And, things just got in the way of that. And so what we want to encourage as affiliates, content creators, whatever, is
humans,
is to kind of reclaim 2020 as going to be a really good year. And so I think it'd be, I love the idea. I love the whole idea of starting over.
Well, I mean, and what are we calling it? June is the new January. So start over. We all have our fitness goals for January, but as I said, now we're just fitness whole hot pocket in our mouth. And so now is the time to, I think, promote any of our fitness products or wellness products from Vanabelt, from Provenex, and go outside and be healthy in your backyard for Serenity Health and Home. So
right.
lots of opportunities. Although I was looking to see if Serenity had any wine type things, for backyards, and they make this metal stake that you stick into the grass so you can sit out on a chair and it holds like a whole wine bottle. So, and they have really nice wine coolers, like not like Bartles and James, but like a metal vessel that holds ice and then your wine or beer. And I thought that's really cool.
You have Wine Club.
So it's a good fit with Wine Club. So you can, and I think the thing I took away from that is it's good to check out all our programs, but not just look at what the name is, because sometimes the name is, not extremely descriptive, but like go to their website and check out and see how deep their product line goes. Because I didn't know Hardware World had shop towels that you could sell for people who are now desperate to get paper towels. So it's good to do a little poking around in programs you're already in, or in any of our programs that you're not in already.
Well, and we're going to talk about that too, which is a perfect segue. We don't even talk about this. You just segue us so perfectly into everything. It's like magic. Talking about posts that convert, and that's going to be one of the topics. So what I did, I kind of broke this down into the 4 types of posts that convert. Where's my hand? 4 types of posts that convert, and then the 4 things to do to each type of post that will then help it to convert. Is that clear as mud?
No, I get you. I track you.
Okay. So the 4 types of posts that convert. The first one is like a how-to. And while that may sound like, oh, I'm not DIY, and you dismiss it, it's literally a how to anything. How to cook something, how to clean something, how to organize something, how to,
pick the best.
Right. How to pair a wine with a food, how to, literally anything, how to take care of loose skin, how to, every single one of our clients, there are numerous how-tos that are available, because again, each product they have offers a solution. Every product is a solution. So it's how to, whatever the problem is, that this is the solution for. All right, so number 1 is how-tos. Number 2 is straight review.
People love reviews. Reviews are so hot right now. Reviews have been so hot for the last 15 years. People are searching for a review. They do. They still do.
Right. Gone are the days of buying it because the celebrity is on the front. Now it is going and reading what other people have to say about the product. And remember, you don't have to have it in your hand to talk about what the benefits are. The website gives you that. The reviews give you that. I'm still a big advocate for ordering it yourself so that you have the full experience. Hopefully the post that you're writing, the company that you're representing, you are interested in the products yourself. Everything that, I talk about, like I order it in, I want to know how it works and stuff. So hopefully you're interested in that to begin with. But don't feel like you have to, like use the example of mattresses. You don't have to, have 7 different mattresses to be able to talk about 7 different mattresses. Number 3 is a roundup. And so this is basically where you group products together.
And I'm seeing a lot of this now, especially with things that you can buy, where to get puzzles, 10 places where you can source puzzles, because everybody's apparently crazy for puzzles again, like it's 1922. Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I love a puzzle.
When the last time was
I can't get a puzzle, or I'd paint by numbers. We need to paint by numbers. We need some. So for crafts, darn good yarn. They have supplies for knitting and crocheting, but they also have craft boxes that will be great for tweens and teens and adults. Like they have a jewelry making box, which I didn't know until I dug around on the site. So they've got more than just yarn.
Well, so Roundup, like we were just talking about, Serenity has things for wine. The wine club has the actual wine. So a Roundup post would be complementary type stuff.
Yeah.
All things that kind of go together. And you can really stretch how far that goes. If it's going to be a full backyard party, we have Serenity's going to have the stuff. We're going to be serving the meat from Snake River Farms. We're going to be drinking the wine from the wine club. We're going to be wearing our Spanish sandal shoes because they're cute, even if nobody gets to see them yet because we're social distancing.
And certainly pull in vendors, pull in programs that aren't our programs. Mix it up to where it's the best possible post. We don't care as long as you're pitching our clients as much as you can in the best way possible. But certainly fold in things from Amazon, fold in things from other programs where you have a direct relationship. Although, again, Amazon, it's slow to ship right now, and they're also paying you nothing. So, I would get away from that as much as possible. Well, I certainly am trying on my own sites.
Same. Well, and, this is not terminal. We're not going to be here forever. There's going to be when we're all out again. So don't limit yourself to the current
And people are starting to think ahead. So anything to do with diet was flatlining, and now it's starting to pick up again.
It really is. So I
Because
read a lot of keto,
we're
and
all
it was
fat.
like
We're all getting so fat.
dying.
Yeah.
It was dying, but it's starting to come back up again.
Yeah, we're all getting a little worried. I told Lindsay I was getting ready for this, and I was trying to put on pants that buttoned, and I thought, oh no. And so I weighed myself, and the scale said, nope, you weigh exactly the same thing. And I'm like, you're a dirty liar, because the pants don't lie.
I'm gonna be singing that song for everything.
Oh,
All right.
tonight, another
You cannot break us in alive. Okay, number 4, reeling it back in,
reeling it.
Number 4 type of post is a comparison. So where a roundup is things that are related to each other, comparison would be 2 products that are almost the exact same and how they differ. Or
yeah, like say 2 different kinds of appliances. So Lindsay has a Ninja Foodie pressure cooker, and I have a Philips XXL, and I would love to I would love to see how those things fought out. Although
I've never thought of that before.
The Philips is actually best rated by Consumer Reports, but with the Ninja Foodie, it's also a pressure cooker. So, you're given the pluses and the minuses. And while I don't have a Foodie, I could certainly look at the sites and I know what a Foodie does because I've looked at their website and I've checked it out.
Well, and I had the Power Pressure Cooker XL before I had the Foodie.
And that's from Ninja as well. We don't rep Ninja, but they make good stuff.
Yeah, and so I had the Power Pressure XL, I had the Air Fryer XL, the Foodie replaced both, and that's how I ended up with 1 and not 2. So,
yep. And on your recommendation, I bought my adult son a Ninja Foodie for Christmas.
It really is an awesome product.
Yeah.
Really. Well, I thought when you were doing your hair, I was like, oh, that hair dryer that I told everybody.
Oh, I just used that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So those are the 4. So how to review, roundup, and comparison.
Yep.
Okay.
And the thing is, so when you do a review, that's opinion time. That's like, I typically don't give my opinion because I don't like something doesn't mean that it's not a good product. It means it doesn't have the features I need, or I'm looking for something different that's personal. It could be a great product, just not a product for me. So you don't have to love something to talk about it, because sometimes it's just not for you, but it's the perfect thing for somebody else. I have 4 kids. Maybe this is perfect for a smaller family, and just because I like it doesn't mean it's gonna be good for you.
The air fryer that I had was too small for my family of 3. Now I could say that it was too small, but I gave it to my friend Angie,
and it's perfect.
Perfect for her. It's perfect for her. She has leftovers the next day. I'm like, what are leftovers?
So even if there's something that you don't like about it, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to work for somebody else. Now, for me, and I know we're talking about air fryers a lot right now, but it lends itself. Okay. So I looked for one that had a drawer that pulled in and out, because if you have one where the lid lifts up and off, you can burn yourself. And I'm dumb. And I thought, well, let's limit the burning possibility. So I made sure to get one that has like a slide.
Maybe you don't need the Foodie then, because that's a lift.
That's why I specifically did not buy the Foodie. Yes, that's exactly why. And how I learned that? I learned that in somebody else's review post.
I refused to give my daughter the pressure cooker because I was so fearful of her not understanding the release. When I was probably 6, my grandmother had an old school pressure cooker, like
stovetop
stove, and I reached up and grabbed the little
valve,
the old school little thing. It would go like this. It was dancing, so I reached up and grabbed it. And she was cooking butter beans. See how Southern I am. And there were butter beans on the ceiling.
Oh man. And that's why a lot of people are afraid of them. But now modern pressure cookers, they're very safe.
I don't know how nobody got burned, but
although I did learn the limits of pressure cookers, because I was trying to make homemade Fireball. Come with me on this story here. I was trying to make homemade Fireball, and it said you could put it in a slow cooker with water around the jar and leave it overnight, and that makes it go through what normally you just put it in the jar and leave it for like 6 weeks or whatnot. And I thought, oh well, if I can just put it overnight in a slow cooker, I could do it in like an hour in a pressure cooker. No, it exploded. So do not put alcohol in a jar inside of a pressure cooker.
I feel like that is SEO worthy.
It's one of these days. I'm still like embarrassed from it. It was kind of a cool explosion though. It did not damage my pressure cooker,
Did
but
it
that
smell like
jar,
cinnamon forever?
maybe a little.
All right. So we've decided. So when you get a product, or you find something that you want to talk about, choose one of the four, that you, within reason, choose one of the four that you want to kind of have the structure of your post. And then when it comes to how to write it, so tip number one is to kind of know your audience, and that is your current audience, the people that follow you on Instagram or Facebook, the people that are regulars to your sites, the people that are on your mailing list already, but then also the audience of Google. Okay, the big wild world of Google. So for your existing audience, what are they looking for? What do they know you to be known for? Everybody knows I'm gonna be keto recipes. Everybody.
And wine. It's weird, but yeah.
And wine. And fitness. And a little bit of travel for good measure. But so those are kind of my verticals that I can most easily talk about, and I'm going to convert more because people already expect that from me. They already know that's kind of where I am. But when it comes to the audience of Google, that's where SEO comes in and doing keyword research. And one of the things that I notice when I'm doing site audits and stuff like that is that the keywords that some people use have an incredibly low search volume. And that is one of the things that I think is so important. That's why I love tools like SEMrush, or Key Search is my favorite. It's a little bit more economical. I think Key Search is it's less than $20 a month. But it allows you to put in keywords. It'll show you the search volume. It'll show you the competitive score, and then it will also show you other terms that are related. And it can be something like, this is one of the things that I discovered from Key Search that I was so excited about and never would have thought about without this. I wrote about cookies, and I put the type of cookie into Key Search. And then when it gave me the related terms, it called them biscuits. Because in Europe, cookies are called biscuits.
And it must have a lot of European search on that term.
Very high search. So what I ended up doing is because most of my audience is US based, I wrote the title as cookies, but then talked about them as biscuits throughout the site. And now that's one of the only posts actually that I get the highest outside of the US traffic for.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was a really fun experiment. So doing keyword research, and also answer the public is another great one. You can put in the product or the content idea that you have, and it will show you what people are asking in order to have that as an answer.
And I'll tell you
about that particular thing.
And I'll tell you, for products, it's good to enter in the specific model number. I find when I am I'm looking for a specific model number, and I'll very often search for that. And those do well on websites, but they also do well on YouTube videos. What are your favorite free SEO tools?
They got rid of it.
What was it? Was it Uber Suggest? What was it?
Key Search.
Key Search. Are there any that are decent?
Suggest is a really good one.
Uber Suggest, is it still free? Didn't they just have a big changeover?
I think some things are still free.
Okay.
But you can, so there's a couple things that you can do for keyword research. You can put your keyword into Google, see what it auto-populates.
That's how I started out, just by putting it in Google and Pinterest.
And I'd say exact same thing for Pinterest. And also put your keyword in there and then scroll down to the bottom, all the way at the bottom. They're going to tell you things that are related too.
Yeah, I love those related search terms that they give you.
And one of the biggest things is if you don't want to cannibalize a keyword, which is, because there's a metric to, making sure that you don't talk about the exact same thing too many times.
On different posts, you mean? So you can't have best chocolate chip cookie, with
best chocolate chip cookie
and chocolate chip cookie.
Maybe the exact same. So what you can do, this is a big SEO tip, is that you put both keywords in an incognito search. And if the results are different, then Google sees them as related, but not
competing. Oh, that's a great tip.
Yes. So if you put both in there, and the first page, these people are all, this 10 is different from this 10, then they're related, but they're not competing. If you put them both in there and they give the exact same results, then Google thinks those two terms are too closely related. It sees them almost as the exact same term. Yeah. So if you were to write 2 blog posts using both terms, you would be competing with yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. You want related. We want to, build the Christmas tree, build the spider web. You want related, but not competing. That's our whole
Christmas tree spider web thing. We'll get to that sometime, but if you've got one post that does great, you want other posts that complement it so you can interlink them and they all benefit from it.
Right. But you don't want to compete. You want to complement. Okay, so know your audience. What are they looking for? What keywords are out there? What is the search volume on those? Ubersuggest would be a great one. Number 2 is to make your posts, and this is more blog than it is social, although it does play a part in social also if you're in like Facebook pages that let you edit and stuff. Groups. But to make it scan friendly. So
because nobody reads.
No, and they're not coming to you. They're wanting a solution from you. If people want to read a book, then they're going to look on their Kindle app. You're not a Kindle. You don't want to be. Okay. So we're in the world of scroll. Like I joke that this is the best muscle in my whole body because I scan, I scroll all day long. We scroll social media all day long. We scroll. We're checking our emails. We're checking Twitter. We're checking whatever. So that's just the way of life. So don't try to squash everything together. Make it, because people get in and we automatically scroll. So you want to bold keywords. You want to have nice short sentences that people can go through, and especially look at your own site on mobile.
Yeah. Give me white space. Give me bigger font. These are progressives. Please give me a bigger font.
I'm holding it out here, my daughter I have the biggest iPhone you can possibly get, right? I'm like, give it bigger. I want it practically to be an iPad so that I can see it. But my daughter has the newish iPhone, but it's tiny. And I looked at my site on her phone and I was like, oh my gosh, it looked totally different on hers than it did on mine. Because her screen is so much smaller than mine.
What font size are you using now?
I'm an 11 Pro Max.
No, what's the font size on your website right now?
Oh, 18.
That's big.
Cool.
That's big, man. I don't think I'm any bigger than 15 or 16. All right, I'm going to go increase the font size on my website.
And not only the font size, but the line height. So
that's true.
Line height defaults to 1.2, I think, and I think I have mine at 1.6, and it makes it so much nicer.
Our brains need that white space.
Yeah.
It helps us scan. It helps us find a solution easier on your website for whatever we're looking for.
Bold, using titles, short paragraphs. Images are fine. We're all kind of banner blind, but actual images that complement what it is that you're writing about, or that show examples of what you are talking about are really, really good. And then also make sure you have call to action. Check out this, whatever, buy now, add to cart, like all of those things. It may seem salesy, but the thing is, people do what we tell them to do. Yeah. Follow me, click here, whatever. That's just part of life, as so much scrolling is too.
And if you're worried about being salesy, give them a solution that's solving their problem. Think of it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And people are probably not reading every single word anyway.
No.
So.
And don't ask, don't get.
Right. And mention the call to action a couple different times. Like don't link one place and think that that's going to make a successful affiliate marketing plan. You've got to have it more than once, in there, talk about things and be real. Think about if you're recommending a restaurant to somebody. You tell them all the things about the restaurant. You tell them where the restaurant is. You tell them, what to order when they get
there.
Where
the parking is.
You can be that in depth, because Somebody who's looking for where to park is they're gonna read where to park and they're gonna go. You gave them the solution. If they want to know what to order, they're gonna check that out and they're gonna go. That's your solution. So it's okay to be thorough and talk about the same product a couple of times. That being said, you want to avoid giving your reader analysis paralysis by giving them too many options. So especially in a roundup, like it's funny because I look on Pinterest and I see like 100 Christmas cookies and I'm like, I can't eat, I want 2.
Well, I want one that doesn't use egg, or, I'm out of brown sugar. Can I make chocolate chip cookies with just granulated sugar? If you can give that kind of information in your little capsule statement, that helps a lot. It helps people differentiate when you're giving them a roundup with a lot of choices. Tell what makes each thing different.
Right. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you don't want to be overwhelming. If it's overwhelming, it becomes overwhelming.
Yeah.
All right. Tip number 3, again, optimize for SEO. I know I feel like it's like a dead horse that I've said this a million times, but it's true. SEO and having the information in your post that gets eyes, people that are searching on Google looking for the solution are the easiest to convert.
They have a high consumer intent. They're looking to buy. And this is true in certain verticals, like not true for, say, wedding. So for wedding, you want that long tracking gap, that long cookie, because people aren't going to look at your site and then buy their wedding invitations that right then. But for other things, what do we learn? I learned that if people are looking for DNA test kits, like for Nebula Genomics, typically they're going to buy right away. They're there to buy. Also, another interesting vertical with high user intent was at-home drug tests. I guess when you got to know, you got to know. But
Dog Elon's got a great conversion rate.
Yeah, when people are looking for grass, indoor dog potties, they're ready to buy.
Yeah. There is something currently using the rug.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, how do I fix this dog potty?
How fast can it get here?
Yeah.
So with optimizing for SEO, again, making sure that you have a proper title. Now, if you were an OG blogger like we are, remember those cute titles we used back in the day?
Don't do that.
I'm so embarrassed looking at some of my old content. It was cute back then. Google's like, what?
What is this? Yeah.
What is this? So one of the things that I have really done in the last year is worked on cleaning up old content. And so you want to make sure your title is something that actually is related to what you were talking about. I had travel ones that were like, oh, the places we go. Has nothing to do with Destin, Florida, but that's what the post was about. So, you let Google know.
And all you would have had to do would be like, oh, the places will go in Destin, Florida. And there you go.
Florida.
That's good.
Right.
That's good. That's better.
Now we have an SEO friendly title. So proper title, proper meta descriptions. I'm a big fan of Yoast. You do not necessarily need the paid version of Yoast. Here's the baby. You do not necessarily need the paid version of Yoast. And I always say to use Yoast more as a checklist to make sure that you are getting everything right. It is not the end all be all.
Don't worry about that green light.
The green light is not it, but making sure that, that you have those structural type things. And the problem with only chasing the green light, people say, I got all green, but nothing's happening. If the search volume is 10 a month, then you can have a green light on every single post you've ever had. You're still only going to get 10 people a month. So, keep that in mind. That's why keyword research is so important. And then the SEO side of it. And then the last thing, we've been talking for a while, the last thing is to promote, and then promote again, and then mention it again, and talk about it again.
I think the thing that we see with bloggers is that for years we've just been like, it's like Dory. We just keep swimming, and that's great because you do need new content. But if you're just always moving forward, you've done all this work and it's just sitting there, and you can make old work continue to work for you through continuing to promote on social media wherever it's useful.
Well, and that's for blog posts, but also for social media. So that bracelet that I bought this week, my birthday gift to myself, the woman that I follow on Instagram has talked about these bracelets I don't even know how long. I mean, I've been following her for the better part of a year. And when she said this bracelet company is having a sale right now, I knew exactly what she was talking about, because she had mentioned it several times over the course of last year.
She primed you. You were ready to go for sales.
Ready to go. And I was sitting on my back porch drinking coffee, buying bracelets.
And you're like,
thank you, husband. So, you know, become an advocate for the brands that you represent and that you are, you know, are wanting to sell and be known for. You know, think about the people that you follow on social, and what is like the first word that comes to mind. You know, what do you think about in relation to them? And if it's a product, then that would be a great product for them to promote, because again, so the conversion rate would be much higher.
And the thing is, you don't have to be like the brand name person. Like if you have a barbecue site, you don't have to be the Snake River Farms guy. If you're the meat guy, they're going to buy Snake River Farms from you, but they'll also buy Grill Master. They'll also buy those really nice meat thermometers. What's that? ThermoWorks. Oh my God, those are so good. But you know, now they're cooking their meat person, not just their Snake River Farms guy.
And those custom utensils, the custom grill that, I don't know, I got Mike one for Father's Day. Whatever. Yes. So, but that, you know, I'm keto. So I do keto pasta, keto sweeteners, ketone breathalyzers, you know, those kinds of things. So yeah, it all kind of.
I was trying to think what my brand is, and all I can come up with is cheese.
Cheese.
I do like the cheese.
And maybe a cocktail to go with it.
Oh, and sad recipes for one.
Yeah.
I turned cocoa powder into pudding in the microwave. It was awesome. It was really good.
I think I need a Rice Krispie treat for one.
Rice Krispie treats for one did not exist until I made it. Microwave, 30 seconds.
It's a thing. But you know, that's how things get started. We need to do it on Instagram. I mean,
right in your snack bowl.
Dalgona coffee. Now,
look at Dalgona coffee. That started on TikTok.
Fuel latte.
That started Dalgona coffee's been hot the last 2 weeks. Is that it started on TikTok? And now every single big major news site has it in their fun thing of the day.
Mm-hmm. It happens just like that. Well, and I discovered yesterday, where are my crafters? Yarn bombing.
Oh yeah. We're trying to look up phrases that'd be a good fit for darn good yarn. And Lindsay's like, have you heard of yarn bombing? I'm like, oh yeah. Because I knit. But I imagine she's in Florida. It's not a Florida thing. You don't want to put a sweater on a palm tree in Florida. Come on, that'd be weird. You want to put it on.
I have no idea what that is, but it is apparently about to have a resurgence. Mm. So all of our darn good yarn affiliates, you guys pay attention, check it out. There's thousands of things on Instagram. And so that also kind of goes along with jumping on trends. I now get traffic for Dalgona coffee, and I monetize that post because you need coffee. You need a keto sweetener if you're doing a keto Dalgona. So I've got that monetized, but you also need the little frother. Frother doohickey. I have an affiliate program for that. So, and I'm excited that the company that we signed that we can't talk about yet, you also need one for that. How's that for a teaser? But so yeah, so you can jump on a trend, and it gives you opportunities for things that you can do for affiliate marketing. So people are already searching for that. That goes back to the search volume. People are already searching for Dalgona coffee. I optimized my Dalgona post. I monetized my Dalgona post. I talked about why you need those specific things to make Dalgona coffee the best. And then I promote it all the time on social. If you've seen it on my Instagram, you've seen it on my Facebook, you've seen it on my Twitter, you've seen it on, et cetera. So that's why it is converting.
That's great.
So does anybody have any questions? You see, we go through all everything.
Someone says May is National Barbecue Month. Just saying, that's great. We've got Snake River Farms and we've got Grill Master. So we got lots of great products. And then again, Serenity's got stuff for outdoors. Someone said they haven't gotten the newsletter. Let's drop the link to the Apogee Insiders newsletter sign up. If you're signed up, you should have gotten it. Lindsay, when did that go out? Tuesday, Wednesday?
Wednesday morning. It went out Wednesday morning, but you can also go to apogeeinsiders.com and it takes you directly to the sign up.
Yeah. Do we have an archive of our previous newsletters?
No.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh my
And someone said,
God.
hello, ladies. Well, hello to you.
Hey.
Yep, definitely have to promote barbecue on my cooking blog. Yes, as the weather warms up, it's prime grilling time. People are searching for grilling recipes. I've seen some great blogs where all they do is specialize in either barbecue or just hot sauces and rubs or just a type like Traeger grill, the one that uses the wood pellets. There's a great
Trigger, that's the word I was trying to think of.
blog, and all they do are grills or recipes for Traeger grills or for the big ring egg or whatever. So riches are in the niches.
Yeah.
Although you can make money on any site.
I'm a lifestyle.
Yes, there's lifestyle, and then there's Pomeranian toenail clippers. Both can be lucrative blogs.
Successful.
Yes.
Wildly successful.
I'm just saying this because I got a Pomeranian, and he's about to not like me very much.
So my Chihuahua, we say that she turns into a velociraptor when it's time to get her nails done.
It's because her legs are so short.
Oh my gosh, between the sounds and the trying to bite us, and
it's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like a little tiny Hannibal Lecter mask.
Oh my gosh, we do. We have to put a muzzle on her.
That's because poor baby.
She does not like it. Does not like it. I should record it. You know that video that went live where the guy's like, I like to relax with my dog, and he starts petting it. Pretty much what she looks like as soon as we get the clippers near her. It's
That's funny.
Well, this was awesome. I think
this was like a record. We're sorry to talk so long, but we hope it was helpful. We hope that you can Zoom along for research. And again, if you have any questions, please let us know. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop questions below. We stay on top of answering those. If you're in the group, let us know if we can help you with anything. Let's kick this. What month is it? What?
May!
It's May. Let's make May a great month. Online sales are kicking it. People are turning to programs like the one you're in instead of Amazon. Shoppers are turning to you, to these clients instead of Amazon. Amazon is slow to ship. And, as far as we stay in contact with our clients to make sure that they have the capability to fulfill orders, and we would let you know if there was an issue. As far as we know, there's no problem going forward. So you can promote with confidence.
And we do really well in May, and let's all do that. I love the idea of starting over June 1st. Yeah. That was all Greg, and I think it was fantastic. It's such a great idea. I love that mindset. I love the shift. There's so much excitement and so much determination and stuff that happens generally in January 1st, and I think we all lost that a little bit, understandably so. It's been rough. We just have to acknowledge it, but we can make June 1st and make the last half of 2020 good.
And I think we have a long road ahead, but I think that being positive and trying to stay on top of your mental and physical health, and to do things that are good for you, and to try to find the joy in wherever you can find it, it's the best thing for all of us.
And encouraging everybody else to do the same.
So we hope that you all are well, and we're always here for you. You can reach me at Ann with an E, Ann at apogeeagency.com, and Lindsay at apogeeagency.com. Her name is easy.
I was going to say, I'm the only way that you spell it.
If you can see anything here,
S-E-Y. Yeah, go with Ann. Ann's easy.
No, don't.
Send it all the email to Ann.
Don't forget the silent Y in my name.
I'm totally kidding. All right.
You can see this, you can see how Lindsay spells her name, so hit her up too.
Yes.
All right.
And we'll probably be back next week, and we'd love to hear things that you want us to talk about.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys. Talk to you later.